Your website comes with a contact page called Free Consultation. This page is designed to make it easy for your potential clients to contact you. The Free Consultation page's website address is simply yourwebsite.com/consultation. It is easily accessible from your header and footer. We have already created basic questions in your contact form. You can easily add, edit or remove any questions as you wish. Go to the main dashboard. Click on Pages from the left menu. Then click on the Free Consultation page. This will take you to the back-end editor. Then click on the Build on the Front-End button. This will take you to the front-end visual editor, which is easier to use. Once the front-end editor is done loading, you will be able to easily edit anything. To edit the other text such as the headings, you can simply click on it twice and then make your changes. Or you can also click on it once to bring up the gray ribbon. Then click on the gear icon to open the settings. Then you can make your necessary changes. This video will focus on editing the questions in the contact form. Click on one of the questions to bring up the gray ribbon. Then click on the gear icon to open the settings. You will then see a list of each of the questions as represented by their field ID. Simply click on the gear icon to open up the settings for a specific question. You can then make the necessary edits that you wish. You can set the field ID and change the title of the question. If you click on Field Options, you can also change the question type. The question type can be an input field, email field, text area, checkboxes, radio buttons, or a select drop-down menu. Each question type will have its own unique settings that you can set. For example, the checkboxes question type will allow you to create multiple lines with checkboxes. To add another line, simply click on the plus button. You can then enter the text you wish. To duplicate a line, click on the duplicate icon. To delete a line, click on the trash can icon. To add a new question, click the back button to go back to the main settings. Then click on the Add New Field button. We will add a question asking if the client has any health concerns they would like us to be aware of. First, add a descriptive field ID. Later on, we will use the field ID when customizing the email notifications. We will enter health-concerns as the field ID. For the title, we will write any health concerns you would like me to know about. Question mark. In the field options header, we will leave it as input field. However, if we anticipated a long answer for a question, we could change it to text area. This would give more room to type in. If you asked a question that required check boxes or radio buttons, etc., you would simply choose the appropriate question type. When you are done, click on the back arrow to go back to the main settings. Next, click on the text header. Here we can customize the success message which gets displayed after the questionnaire is successfully submitted. We can also change the text displayed on the Submit button. For example, you could change it to Send, or whatever else you may wish. The next thing we will do is look at the email notification settings. Click on the Email header. In the email address field, you can set up the email address that will be receiving the email notifications. If there is already an email address in the field, you can simply add a comma after it and then enter your email address. The message pattern field is where you can customize the email text that will be sent in the notification email. We have already provided a message pattern for you to use. Feel free to change it if you wish. One important thing to note is that you will have to enter the field ID for each question in order to have the answer for that question sent in your email notification. The field ID serves as a placeholder in the message pattern for the visitor's answer to the question. The field ID placeholder will be replaced by the actual visitor's answer when the email is sent. To type a field ID placeholder, simply enter 2 percentage symbols followed by the field ID and then another 2 percentage symbols. Be sure to do this for any new questions you add. We will have to add the field ID for the health concerns question we just created. First, we will type the question, any health concerns you would like me to know about. Question mark. Then we will enter two percentage symbols followed by the field ID and then another two percentage symbols. If you forget the field ID, simply go back to the question and click on the gear icon to open its settings. Click on the back arrow to return to the main settings. To delete a question, simply click on the trash can button next to one of the questions. To duplicate a question, simply click on the duplicate button. When you are done, click on the green checkmark button to save your changes to the settings. Remember to also click on the Save button at the bottom right to save and publish your changes.